I've never lifted stones before.
Side. Yeah, good.
Yeah!
Boom. Nice, man. My arms bend as I've got it already into that lap. Make sure it gets into that crease. Showing themselves to be able to lift that stone, it showed their mark. It's sort of a rite of passage into manhood.
Yeah! Right! So Tom here in this garden has some really cool lifting stones. Now, I've never lifted stones before, so that's what we're gonna try today to see if we can lift some stones and get the technique right, because there's definitely always skill and technique involved with anything that has to do with strength. Right? Just lifting it straight up with straight arms wouldn't work. So how do we lift stone? That's what this video is going to be about.
And over here I call it a herm. So again, all this stone came out of this ground when we were dealing with it. Like I said, in Connecticut, we farm stones because when it freezes in the winter, it brings up new stones every year. So these things just kind of grow out of the ground. They just kind of start to emerge. Like that big stone over there probably was about 2 or 3 meters underground, and eventually it sort of made its way up. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so I call it the herm. In ancient Greek, spiritualism or religion, ancient religion, the crossroads would always have a pile of stones by it, and travelers would put a stone by it for like luck on the way, and that's really representative of Hermes. The name Hermes could derive from the term ermata, which means pile of stones. And so Hermes is the god of travel, of luck, of all sorts of things, thieves and business too. But so this for me, and he's the god of boundaries. So this sort of marks like the boundary of the space here, the sacred space. But I'll always put a stone on it. And if I travel and find like quartzes, I like quartz. If I find quartzes on my travels, I always bring it back and put it on the stone pile. So this pile's like, there's some stones here which are not from this ground, particularly some of these little quartzes like this. But I'll always just come back, and it's like a bit of sort of travel luck almost, and a bit of marks the boundary, and it's sort of like a very simple sacred space, you know.
Cool. And you've got some lifting stones here as well?
Yes, I do. These are my lifting stones. This one's too big for me right now, but I'm going to work up to it. That was a gift from a friend. They're like, oh, you'll be able to lift this, and there's no way I'm going to lift it. It's probably about 400 pounds, and I'm not there yet. Maybe it's even more, I don't know. But these ones, I definitely will lift everything else here. Some of them are pretty easy. Those two, there's just a couple of field stones. That's a whole piece of quartz. That block there, it's just pure quartz, so it's heavier than its size. This is a really great one. That's a really great one. This is a good stone for beginning.
That would be
Yeah.
I've never actually lifted stones. That one? that's the group lifting
That's
stone.
the group lift stone. Yeah, that no one's going to lift, but that's a good one.
We'll try that one.
You can try that one. So when you lift it, yeah, you've got things to think about. So you've got different stages of lift. So the first part is called the pick. So you pick it. Now I've got it in the lap, yeah? And I want to make sure it's really deep in the hinge of my lap. I can adjust my grip. This one's because it's a nice stone. I can get any kind of grip I want on it, really. Yeah? Wrist strength is really important for stone lifting. From here, I'm going to actually lift, I'm going to get it up to my chest. It's already on my chest, right? But the way I get it to my chest is from this very deep squat position, this lap. I'm going to use my hips to think about thrusting the hips outwards rather than standing up here. Yeah, and then from here you can get underneath and shoulder it, and shoulder. Yeah, and there's another stage you can lift it above the head, but you don't need to. And then with a stone like this, you can just drop it. But if it's a historic stone, like a famous stone, you should try and control, get it back to the ground.
How much does this one weigh?
I have no idea. It's not very heavy. It's not too heavy.
Pretty heavy.
You get me? Lift it up.
Well, it's kind of like one of my sandbags, but oh, that's heavy. Let's see.
Let's see. Up and then get it into the hip. So what you want to do is get it. So now, walk, try and lift, hit.
Oh my God.
Nearly. Yeah, good. You chested it.
God.
Okay, good.
That's heavy.
That's good. So I'm going to show you one quick thing with this.
I need technique work.
Yeah, sure. So when you do it
I'm used to sandbags. That's a hell of a lot different.
on the pick, yeah. So on the pick, I'm not worried about a curved back particularly. A lot of people try and do this very straight back, but actually,
yeah, the
see,
curving helps actually.
curving
Yeah.
helps. So I'm going to get it, but watch. I'm going to try and get my legs to get it right into this crease here. Yeah, and if I don't, say I get it to here, oh no, it's not enough. I have to kind of wrestle it, you know, until I get it to where I want it.
Yeah.
When I've got it here, then I can drive up, you know. So it's really about getting it. I like to get it to this crease. The further away it is from here, it's going to be very hard to rift it and struggle it up. Whereas if you can get it to here, you've actually got half the job done from this low squat position, because here you can actually keep it tight to your chest.
Sure.
And then just raise it up. Like some people try and pull it up to the chest, which is a really difficult
With
thing to
the
do.
big sandbag I have that's 100 pounds, I just kind of pull it up and
Stone
that's a lot
lifting,
different.
in terms of getting it to the chest, it's all about the legs. It's leg and hip
I
drive,
shouldn't have deadlifted yesterday.
right? So from this, I'm not using my arms to pick it. When I pick it, my arms are just straight. And what I'm doing is I'm lifting it up and then dropping straight in. That's the technique, right? So watch here. Straight arms, see? Boom. Then my arms bend as I've got it already into that lap. Make sure it gets into that crease. And you know, all sorts of grips. You can just literally grip it like this. Those are big stones, you can't connect your hands.
Probably heavier.
Where the bias is, yeah? Where you feel where the balance of the stone is. You lift it up, yeah? Pick it, straight to the lap, drop, low, yeah? Scoot it so you can get it right to that crease, yeah?
Yeah.
And when you're ready, drive your hips forward so you kind of, from here, you're going to drive, there. That's it. And then you can drop it. Pop.
Okay, I'll work
That's
on
it.
it.
Yeah. And then the thing is, what you work on is eventually, from that stage, here, so you come pick.
Yeah, exactly.
See how my feet aren't too wide?
Yeah.
Because I need to have this base to hold it, right? Then I find my grip, yeah? I'm going to drive my hips up. Boom. Underneath. Scoot up. Here.
Okay.
So when you get it, you want to I find under here where the bias, okay, that's where the bias is, right?
Yeah.
I can find that place. I get my grips.
Yeah, to the
Here.
center.
I'm going to pick it up.
Oh, so you pick it up like that.
Let's say I'm going to wrestle, yeah. Get it to that deep squat. It's the crease. Get there. Drive your hips in to do it. So you're going to get it to that crease. So find that bias of where the weight is balanced. Up and squat it down. Yeah.
There you go.
And try and sort of wrestle it in a bit. Get your feet a bit wide there, so you haven't managed to get the rock up a bit higher. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you haven't got much of purchase. Yeah, so try and get it so you kind of try and get this much of the stone above. Yeah. Yeah, and then you can kind of get a good. Let it drop down a bit. Drop down a bit. If you can wrestle it in, you can get your feet in together a bit closer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right. So, with that stone here, yeah, you can come here. Find the bias, yeah. Find that's with the balance, that's where I can pick it without it falling one way or another. And I pick to here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, so it really has to be in that crease.
Right, has to really be in that crease. And then you've got so much stone now.
Yeah.
To grip onto, and it's already at my chest. My
Yeah.
chin can touch it. And then I can lock it like this, hold my hands. Yeah, that's better. better. And hips out quick. It's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Grip how you want. Yeah. Ooh. Good.
Whoa.
Yeah, good. Good. Boy's a monster. Yeah, different size, different one.
3, 2, 1.
That one got stuck.
That's a weird stone.
This is my man.
Good. Hinge, lap, that's it. Drop low, drop low, drop low, drop low. Find your grip, take your time. There, you can take your time. No hurry there. Find your grip where you're happy, where you feel strong, comfortable, and then you use your hips to drive in when you're ready. When you're ready, when you find your grip. No hurry. Find it. Scoot it up if you need to. Use your legs and scoot. Try and lift and scoot to one side, add a bit more extra side. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Boom. Nice, man. The stone lifting tradition's like, it's got two things. It's got like stones of strength, and you've got manhood stones. And manhood stones were like, so the Scottish stones are mostly manhood stones, which was a boy would become a man by lifting a certain stone, you know, by showing himself to be able to lift that stone. It showed their mark. It's sort of a rite of passage into manhood. And then you've got the strength stones or testing stones, which so like the Icelandic stones, where it's those stones were to almost do a job interview. So you had, like, so example at Dritvik, which is a beach, which is where a fishing area is in Iceland. There's 4 stones, and the top heaviest 2 stones are called halfstyrka and fullstyrka, like half strength and full strength. And if depending on how much you could lift, depended on how much you'd be paid, or whether you'd be employed as a fisherman, you know, because if you're really strong, you're very useful. If you're not as strong, you're not as useful, so you get less of a share or less money.
Yeah, right.
So it's kind of interesting. So stones, like in those historical stones, have that and that aspect to them, but like it's the most primal strengths thing. Was, you know, what is there that's heavy? It's a stone.
Yeah.
Can you lift it? Yes or no?
Yeah. That's it.
You know.
Ready? Yeah! Right!
Find the balance in the stone. Just sort of feel it where you feel like the balance is. And when you're ready, pick it straight to that crease in your lap. Yeah? When you're ready. You get it. You get it. You get it. Use your legs to drive it up. That's it. Into the crease. You get it. A bit higher. A bit higher. Yeah, you need to get it higher. So up into the crease. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. And drop down low. Drop down low. Low. That's it, that's it, that's it. Right, get your good grip. Connect your hands if you want. You can grab your own wrist if you need to. Yeah, your chin's there, good. So now when you're ready, you've got your grip, you're gonna drive your hips into the stone. That's what you're gonna do. Push your hips into the stone. In. Yeah! Boom! That's yours.
Wow, that was something else, eh? Lifting a stone is not so easy.
Man, I feel it.
But still, if you get the grip right, then you can actually lift it, and you feel when you're strong enough to lift it because you can use your legs and get it out of the way. So it was a really cool experience. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
You got it. You've got some beautiful lifting stones here
I
in this
appreciate it.
place. Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
Boom! Thank you for your attention. It's greatly appreciated. If you like the content, please consider to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see similar videos, you can see them over here. If you're interested in learning more from me as a coach, I've got online courses on DutchFlowAcademy.com. Keep flowing, Ram Ram.